Holy shit. So it's been 6 years of Cheesy Blue Nips. This channel. I guess I've technically been in the YouTube game for 7 years now, but 6 years of this specific one. I've not been as active on the channel as I've wanted to this year. I mean, we've got some good videos that have come out, especially earlier near the year, but I've been a lot more active in a different way in that basically for the past 3 months, I've been editing videos for Chilled Chaos Game. If you don't know, you probably know. Chilled Chaos is a YouTuber, and he has me edit for him because I've watched the dude for, oh god, I guess it's probably been like 8 years since I started watching Chilled, which is also nuts that now I'm working for him. I'm editing his videos. So I've been a lot more active in a different way. I've been moderately active on Twitter. I've got my Snapchat and stuff, which is also Cheesy Blue Nips, which some people follow me on, but it's mostly friends on there that I've been posting goofy content every now and again. But on the YouTube channel, I have been a little bit lackluster, and I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely affected my mood a little bit, and it's definitely been a reflection of my mood at certain parts in the year. I mean, looking back with the TTT videos with Carl Weezer Ascends to Godhood and Sexy Patrick is freaking me out. Like, those first two TTT videos were so fucking fun to make, and that Carl Weezer Ascends to Godhood one, I don't know if I've ever laughed that hard. That with the Sexy Patrick one, I think I was like, alright, it was fun, but these videos are pretty hard to make, and I just kind of like stopped doing it, and that TTT chat went dead for a long time, except for recently we had a session, and I finally edited that other session with the bathroom shenanigans. What else did I do this year? I made Bounty, which was a short film entirely for my class, which was a total, as far as monetary, just net negative loss in like every way. Every aspect of that, I lost money. But it was so fucking fun to make that it's okay. And there were a lot of things about it that I would have changed. Like basically the whole time I'm wearing my fucking glasses, which I didn't mean to do that. I just sort of like was in the moment of directing things. So maybe I need to start worrying about or start thinking about directing instead of starring in the short films, or at least starring in a smaller role or something like that. But I would like to make more short films like that because it's always fun. And I sort of, with YouTube, this has been the case for like, basically forever, since I stopped doing Let's Plays and I started doing like the gameplay highlights and extras and all that stuff. Is gone like in between, I need to be making more content, like guilt for not making enough content, and then guilt for making a whole bunch of content and flooding people's subscription feeds and not making stuff that would take me a month but is a lot better. And what ends up happening is I end up doing neither rather. And then it's just guilt for both, which sucks. It's like, well, one, I'm not making great stuff, and whenever something comes out, and you always get into a situation whenever you haven't uploaded in a while where you're like, fuck, man, I'm gonna be like coming off of like a 4-month hiatus, and the first thing that's gonna return is like a half-baked, it's like fun just putting it out there, which I shouldn't be worrying about. Why the fuck do I even care? This is my channel. I'm just doing it for fun. I don't give a fuck. It's not Chilled's channel where he has to apply the YouTube fuckery or whatever, where you have to like censor curse words in the first 7 minutes. No, I just get to put anything out there that's awesome that I want, and so it's been better. I've been planning a lot of sessions. It's just gonna become a case of me actually getting to editing them, and I do have a big edited project in the work. A lot of these sessions, whenever I look at them, aren't even recorded from this year. They're like things that were either really a lot more planned, like the TTT and Bounty, or it was like the Sanctum streams, the gay construction workers video, which came out great, and even Clickbait, which was probably my favorite video that I made this year. Um, these were things that were recorded a long time ago. I've like reacquired the ability to be nervous when making videos. Like, I don't know. It wasn't a thing for the longest time, and I'm trying to rediscover, and I can like get myself motivated and in the motivation where, oh, I don't know, I'm not even worrying about it. But I'm trying to rediscover the ability to not be nervous. You know, the 7 Up Proudly Percent spot, the computer game, was sort of on a whim. Valentine's Day 2020. That one, you know, it was fun to do and it was good. I'm a little embarrassed about the serious parts in it, to be honest. But that one was so last minute. Like, like we were supposed to have the next guests come up, right? But we couldn't get it going. We couldn't get it done this past summer. So instead of having it done like 6 months beforehand, I crunched the morning of to make sure that it would be uploadable. You know, in life, talking about things, going through the motions. It was going, you know, steady. It was going okay, mostly the same as it was feeling in that 5 years video for a long time. And then I had like a really, really good semester of school. Like I had a lot of friends that were new, and that was fresh and exciting. I was focusing on myself and doing my own thing. You know, I had somebody that I was talking to romantically, and it felt really, really good. And then I got into basically near the end of December and basically the entire month of January, where that was probably the happiest I had been in a really long time. Suddenly, Chilled was hitting me up for way more work because we've always had, you know, hey, you know, Zach, let's get a video done every now and again, but it's never been a crazy regular thing. At least never as regular as I would have preferred it to have been. But yeah, no, he hit me up and we've been chugging along for, I want to say, oh God, it's been since like November maybe, I think, right? Yeah, since like mid-October, we've been chugging along, and you know, if you look at the Chilled Chaos game channel, there will be like a stretch of 2 or 3 videos, 2 or 3 days where I'm like, okay, I didn't edit that video. But for the most part, everything that's on the Chilled Chaos game channel I've been doing, and so it's been really nice to be busy and to have a lot of work and to keep my mind occupied. Going with that, I was feeling great, and then I transferred schools. I'm not at my community college anymore. I went to a 4 year institution, which is fucking exciting and scary. And it hasn't gone great so far. It's gone pretty shit, to be honest. And to be fair, I think I overextended myself. I went to a 4 year institution that was way further away, so that I have to like commute through a bus every Tuesday and Thursday, and it takes an hour to get there, an hour to come back. I'm just exhausted on those days. And then I have to edit for Chilled, and that's you know, that's the good part of my day. But it still sucks, and I don't have classes where I can easily introduce myself to new people because it's these big crowded rooms and they're technical topics, like it's programming and math and meteorology and shit like that, and it's just not something you can really communicate to your classmates about. So I haven't made any new friends over in this college that's way far away, and a lot of my friends are still going through community college, so they're not synced up with me. Like I kind of took more classes so that I could get there faster, and now I'm here like the fucking John Travolta meme, looking around like a doofus. So that's been the thing with college and school and work, and then there's just the personal life aspect. January was really great because that girl that I was talking to romantically, we got into a relationship, and I felt really good about it. It was scary for me because I've never put myself emotionally into a situation like that before. It was a lot different. I've never in my life have I ever kind of gone that nuts over somebody. And maybe that put some strain on the relationship, but I think that for sure I always liked her more than she liked me. And near the beginning of February, she broke up with me, and that sucks. I've never been broken up with before. Usually, whenever I'm in a relationship, I can see the signs, I can see the train about to crash, and I'm the one who takes charge, and I'm, person who I walk up to the cash register, and I'm like, check, please. I'm like, I'm the one who typically, because I'm pretty romantically aware. My parents had a horrible marriage, and they're a lot more well-adjusted individuals now, but I learned a lot about what not to do in a relationship and what I should do to have the best relationship. And I knew going in, whenever I was as emotionally invested as I was, that it probably wasn't a good thing. At the same time, I couldn't stop myself. And I knew that maybe I was hurrying things along a little bit sooner than I should. But I also think that I was a good boyfriend. Yeah, she broke up with me, and that sucks. And basically for this whole month, I've sort of been stagnant. I've been in a state of well, shit, what the hell am I doing? Things haven't been feeling great. And, I owe a lot to Chilled at this moment of time, because he's kept me busy and not thinking about it. But I probably need to adopt some more healthy habits. I need to be getting out and, on my skateboard and shit, because I recently got into longboarding over this year, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. I wish I had more friends to go skate with, but I'm trying to adopt better life habits. I've gone through waves of it recently where I was starting to feel really good, and then I started feeling really shit. And recently it's been a little bit more on the downturn, which sucks, because I saw myself going on the upturn for a bit. Adopted a few unhealthy things that I was doing where I was trying to cope with the sadness by getting myself drunk and shit like that, and that's not gonna work out for me. It just makes me feel worse later on, and I'd rather that alcohol be a fun thing every now and again. I've been streaming a lot more. I think that it's probably, I think, if you're part of the Derp Crew community and you discovered me from Chilled, you can tell that everybody's starting to stream a lot more, and and I don't think enough people have talked about how it's pretty much because Chilled has been having such a great time with it. He was burnt out for so long doing YouTube. His joy is literally palpable. And it makes you watch him doing streams, and you're like, shit, I want to do that. That looks fun as fuck. So I've been doing a few streams lately, and that's been a good time. It's honestly been therapy streams almost, where I'm playing Stardew Valley, and it's a really calm game. It's a really nice game for me to think about myself and where I am in life and just chill out. And I'm not really worrying about announcing them on Twitter or whatever. So follow me on twitch.tv/cheesybluenips, if you want to see a stream. I'm not really announcing them. I'm not really worrying about shilling them or whatever, because that's another thing about streaming, is I always get nervous that, I don't know, I get nervous about tweeting it out, creating the expectancy that it's going to be a really good time, when I want there to be no pressure for me to just be kind of chillax, which is weird, because every single stream I've been sitting there alone, and I think it's probably some of the better content I've ever made, where I'm just talking to myself constantly. This therapy streams are really good, but I really want to get better at the making videos, and I have a good folder of content coming up, and I still have plans that I haven't acted on that I still would like to do at some point. I still have other things and just knocking around in my head, and I want to get on those. And I have a shitty mixer that I recently got a new thing, so I'm overhauling my equipment a little bit, and it's been great. It's made everything so much easier. I can get all the way up here. I can get real close to the mic, and it's not peaking really. It's just sort of like I'm ASMRing in your ear. It's fantastic. So my equipment has gotten a lot better, and it's made me feel a lot better about my production quality. It's just a case of actually needing to get the things done while maintaining life and all that stuff. I'm probably generally a little bit happier than I maybe was last year, especially as I've experienced different highs and lows. I think my big thing for the last 5 years video, where I basically made a whole entire podcast, is that I was on this, it felt like I was stagnant in a place that I was comfortable, and then I was hitting a slow decline, and I didn't like it at all. This year, I feel like it's been the slow decline, but then I hit a really good high, and I just need to make more videos as I'm hitting these new highs and lows, because I'm definitely at a lower right now. Like, in my current state, lower, for sure. But this last year, I hit a high that I haven't hit in a long time, and I felt really good about life. I guess we're sort of on the upturn, hopefully. I think that's the general mood. Thanks again for sticking around. I don't think I gained very much new audience. Maybe I gained a little bit. I don't know if we broke 1,000 subscribers this year, but if we did, that's awesome. I don't remember if that was last year or if that was this year, but we definitely are past 1,000 subscribers. We're at 1,145 or something like that. And I think a lot of people have come over from Chilled, as he's like mentioned me as an editor in his videos. But yeah, no, if you're new, if you've hung out for a long time, thank you. Thanks. It's always fun to reply to the comments on videos. It's always probably the highlight of that day whenever I get to upload something and then see what people have to say about it. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you stick around for some more. I hope to be making some more. I hope this next year looks better for the channel and for me and for you guys. Yeah. Thanks.